I'm about to start broadcasting. You said what?
All right, Coach, we are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Tennessee Titans and the New York Jets. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now a first carry for Isaiah Crowell. And some room to maneuver. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him. But don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
When they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
Yeah, nobody leaked. Big play. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
A first carry for Trenton Cannon. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory.
Hold on 1 second. 1 second. That in my life. Okay. All right, here we go. I'm ready.
On second down, here's Crowell. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. They'll try to run for it with Crowell. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
A first down carry now for Crowell. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on third down.
All right, here we go. Blue 90.
Darnold from the gun. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. The 21 yards there as they convert on third.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
And a reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Nah, I'm good. I'll eat in a little bit. Yeah, thanks.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. On 2nd down, Darnold. That's complete over the middle to Anderson. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive. But this is 3rd down. The shotgun snap for Darnold. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. As his guys are the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. The extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line.
If I knew the rules. Nah, I'm not running play clock. I'm just playing my game. I'm not playing no play clock. Oh, man, just be quiet, my man. Be quiet, be quiet, be quiet, be quiet.
Mariota and the Titans break the huddle 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Throwing, Mariota. Dancing to his, and he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down.
But we knew coming in it was going to be a long afternoon if they weren't able to hold up against this pass rush, huh?
What we didn't know was that protection was going to spring a leak on the first play from scrimmage.
Got after him right out of the gate.
Now a second down throw for Mariota. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on that play for the Titans.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are so...
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Titans. A big play there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Jet offense about to take over as they head out onto the field. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number one goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number two goal is win your division. Number three goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round.
Lucky 56! Lucky 56! Gone! 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 Gone!
Here's Darnold now on second down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Now a handoff to Corral, and he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. He had a great read there from his free safety position. And, Charles, you know with those guys, it's all about their eyes. They have to be laser-focused.
Yeah, I had to fake my way through it when I was playing, but now I can see exactly what they're doing. And on that play, he obviously had no presence to feel like he's being pushed for a pass. And without that, that allowed him to get up to the line of scrimmage and hold him to no gain.
With Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you, it's the Jets in possession.
Detroit! Detroit! Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
To throw on second down is Darnold. He rifles one that's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. He's continuing to be a big presence defensively. Remember last week, AFC Defensive Player of the Week, and a big pick right there.
And when you pile up big numbers, it gets everyone's attention. But sometimes the number just needs to be, how many game-changing plays did you make? Did you take the ball away from the other team? He just did that, trying to win the award again this week.
First down. Here's the run with Anderson. And a short gain here down to the 22. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Mariota now on second down. That's going to be caught. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. In for the score. And the Titans are able to strike for 6.
Great field position has to be one of the best friends an offense can have. When you don't have very far to go, you should cash it in with points.
Pinheiro now to kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And the Jets set to take the field. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Here's a give to Crowell. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Running left is Crowell. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
Now a play fake here on first down. Incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Darnold. Over the middle, complete. That's Anderson. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet first down.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. On first down, it's Darnold. A little dump off for Crowell. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football.
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line.
Rush coming in, he's taken down.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Here's Darnold. A screen complete to Crowell. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them, ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Gone! Watch it now, Barney!
Third and long, it's Darnold. He's going to air one out.
Woo!
Taken on third down, unsuccessful. Fourth down now.
Boy, you will not see a quarterback of his caliber miss on one like that very often. I mean, there it is, wide open, got the shot, and he misfires.
We talk about, boy, he'll want that one back all the time. He definitely wants that one back. His kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Titans offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Mariota to throw it. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Mariota now to throw on first down. He sets to fire deep. That's caught inside the 20. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. A big play there with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Titans get the quick strike touchdown. And he's got it up and through. Pinheiro now to kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see.
Watch it now, Barney!
On 1st and 10, Darnold got his man complete over the middle. That's Anderson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. This quarterback now 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10.
Gone! All right, here we go. Green 39! Green 39!
They'll run with Crowell. And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Two minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to MetLife Stadium after this short timeout.
Watch it now, Barney!
Here's Darnold. And he rifles one incomplete. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for. And it's 3rd and short.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
Back to throw, Darnold. That's caught right side by Anderson. And the Titans going to signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Here's the Jets punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The Titan offense now working their way back onto the field. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
First down, Mariota. It comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose, and the Jets have recovered.
Backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
They'll try and run for it with Crowell. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90.
To throw is Darnold. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. As his guys are in for 6. And the Jets have made this a 1-score game.
That's almost just not right. You cover everybody. But those tight ends, they can be awfully reliable.
Very reliable. The defense just has to hate those guys.
It just drives them crazy because oftentimes you can't match up with them. They have you either with size, speed, or maybe even just strength.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Titans getting set to go. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. He was out there waving his arms saying, throw it here, dropped it, not a good look.
Well, all I can do is just look at him with contempt on that one. As a defensive back, I'm saying, not as an announcer. Just like, really?
A little bit of a diva look, isn't it?
Yeah, very much so, because I think what happens is he just had too much time to think. He's wide open now. Here comes the ball, and he doesn't concentrate and drops it.
And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
Well, he leads the NFL in interceptions and nearly added to that total.
Got his hand on it, couldn't quite corral it. It's been a Pro Bowl-type season for him, and the term ball hawk really comes into play, doesn't it?
Yeah, I like that one a lot because teams want to avoid that type of a player, but sometimes you just can't. He just knows where the ball is.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the gun, Mariota. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Jets will have a short field to work with as they take over 1st and 10. An update from a game going on in Indianapolis. It's the Colts in that one that have grabbed the early lead. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to air one out. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Now on the year. And the Jets are able to strike for 6. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch. Here's the Titan offense now as they make their way back onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
They start the drive with Anderson. Space to maneuver at the 40. And all the way up to the 45-yard line. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. A first down throw for Mariota. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. First down, Titans, gain of 12. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Mariota. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. Got a man. It's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Marcus Mariota with his 3rd touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Titans are able to strike for 6. Point after, right down the middle. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one, as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Titans now. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. The 3rd quarter starts with a run from Anderson. And not a whole lot doing there, as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Jonathan Hankins in on the stop.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes that's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense, because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
third and short yardage. Mariota. And Ingram holds it in. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Second down, Mariota. Pass incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. And this is going to be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? And now the young man has it. It's a fake.
This guy.
And the gamble pays off. They get the first. The fake punt gets him 13 yards. A huge play on special teams. It's a first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Mariota on first down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Handoff comes to Anderson. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
The Titans on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. Working out of the gun, Mariota. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Jets offense now getting set to start off this 3rd quarter. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards. Stop it.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by the USC Adoree Jackson. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Following the interception here, Mariota. And he floats one there, incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Keep it rolling, keep it rolling.
On 2nd down, Anderson. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
One.
3rd and long here for Mariota. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And it'll be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, Brandon, there's no question who they're going to look to on 3rd and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they've got him blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
Set. Green 39. Green 30.
They begin with a run by Crowell.
Why you shoot so hard?
8-yard line. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Again, it's Crowell. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down, keep the sticks moving.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Lucky 56. Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
Play action. It's Darnold. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you play man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
2nd down and 10. Darnold over the middle, complete. That's Collier. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
The Jets on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Gone. Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
A shotgun snap for Darnold. Looking left side, and it's complete. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
Watch it now, Barney.
What the hell is this shit, yo? Why does that?
Now it's Crowell, and he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
To throw on 2nd down is Darnold. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Back now here on EA Sports. It's Jet football, but they trail here as we start the fourth quarter. The offense on third down tonight, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. They're looking at third and a few inches.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Watch the slant.
Now Darnold trying to lay one up deep. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the fourth quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to with you and your brothers. Just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. And this one is right down Broadway. And that'll bring him back within a point. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
The Titans offense now, they get ready to do battle again here. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is make sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. They give it to Anderson. A beautiful fake. Oh, accelerating, and off he goes. Touchdown, Titans. A great effort there with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Jets offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Back 99 Philly, here we go.
Crowell. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
The Jets on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 4.
Here we go.
Darnold down to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10.
Set. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Faking the give. Darnold. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Kelly. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. They give him a gain of 38. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, what, a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving day. You know, when we get together this year, when the Davises and the Gaudens get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like. Like they're drawing them up in the dirt, and so far it's working for both of them.
And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Robbie Anderson with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Jets are within a 2-point conversion of tying this thing up. Extra point splits the uprights, and this is now a 1-point game. So we're back to a 1-point game now as the kickoff comes. This will be taken in at the 1. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. This has been whittled down to a 1-point game now, and things are really starting to avalanche against them. What's the message here before the first snap offensively?
Well, the message is you want your team to be smart, but you don't want your team to be tight. And that's where they are right now. Remember, still up 1. So let's go out there, execute our offense, execute the game plan, and the goal is make that 1-point lead at least a 7-point lead at the end of this drive.
And all the way down to the 26. A big-time run there by Anderson. 54 yards. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He goes underneath for Anderson. Wasn't a ton of space, but a great move. He's able to work it to the 20-yard line. 7 yards on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down. Well, a clear running situation. Try to take time off the clock. You ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they'd shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
And on the ground they go with the running back. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown.
Run play. Jesus Lord.
A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. Pinheiro now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now out come the Jets. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Here's Darnold. His throw incomplete. Well, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
On 2nd and 10, Darnold. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I wouldn't be shocked at all right now if there's a look of surprise on the big fella's face because he had the route that he wanted, running the corner, and usually he's able to use his body and catch the football, but a really nice play by the defenders, able to knock it away.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
And the blitz does come. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. And here the pressure from the outside linebacking spot.
And normally when that happens and they're able to get home, that means the other guys on his team helped him out a lot. If they occupied people to allow it to be no less than a one-on-one situation, allows him to get home.
Take it at the 37. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15, and it'll be Titan football. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
Mariota now to throw on 1st down.
Thank you.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Marcus May with the pick. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys.
Where you going?
The reason is he better figure it out. Throwing to start the drive, but that was
Yikes.
incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. On the counter, it's Corral. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. The Jets on 3rd down, 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Detroit. Detroit.
Darnold. He'll rifle this one deep right side. He's got it at the 15. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A big gain of 38 there on 3rd down. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Green 39. Green 39.
I
Now
don't
with the
like
play
it.
clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Lucky 56.
Darnold from the gun. And his throw is incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So they'll come up after the incompletion
Right,
for 2nd down.
Green 39. Green 39.
Now it's Darnold. And his throw's going to be
Wide
incomplete.
open.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
What do I have in the stash?
The Jets on 3rd down. They're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Detroit! Detroit! Over!
Throwing again is Darnold.
No, you dope.
7-yard line. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
Whatever. Okay, good.
Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this.
I should have ran that earlier.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
All right, here we go. Green, 30.
4th down, and for Darnold, it's desperation.
Ah.
And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked
up by Dane Cruikshank. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, they needed the touchdown and the 2-point conversion, but they're not going to get a shot at either. This is a great play here defensively, Brandon, and at a time that they sorely needed one. And that could be enough to help get them out of here with a victory.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Here's Anderson as they begin this series on the ground. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. They run it again with Anderson. And he gets this up just shy of the 15. Trying to escape the shadow of their goalpost. That helped. 10 yards. 1st down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. As it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game.
Next time. Something like this. That's what I should have been doing.
And before the 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Oh, man. Ooh.
The Titans go victory formation as they take a knee. Mariota with a knee to the ground, and that should be it.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right? Just us against the world and get it done. How happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball, things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
It's called being in the zone.
I play
So
over
for
the top.
Tennessee, it's a win that might keep them alive in the playoff race as they're back to 500 at 5-5. And they'll have another road date next week with the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for the Jets, it's a loss that'll drop them back to 500 through 10 games. And they'll be back home next week as they're set to take on the Carolina Panthers. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
Check out this fucking... I'll take the fucking... That's... Damn. Everybody's just... Should do the drag anyway. Look at this though. Look at this. Doop doop. Ah, it's fine. Next time I'll throw it here. How much time do I have? Tons of time in the pocket too. Is that in 3? Jeez. I didn't show that. That was just about get rid of it too. I didn't show it. He was wide open too. Shit. It's a bullet. Had him and probably didn't chase. This was beauty. Damn, it's cover 4. I think he played man covered all night. Enough speed. End of the quarter too. Shit. Is this Robinson? I had the right coverage called. She would have stayed. Man coverage would have stayed. Yeah. Saw the heat coming. Check down, check down. Check down's open. But even that should have been a fucking... Oh, I just hate the fact. Check down, pro, check down. Got it back though. Oh my gosh, just don't cover. Look at this. Ugh. Just not blocking. I'm gonna go with that. I should leave these routes. East Cali. Just couldn't do anything. Fucking... This is crazy. Come on, look at this. Woo. Why? Man, coverage. This is bad. I didn't see anything. I just threw it away. Should have high point this shit. That's what I should have did. It's all good. This is a terrible game. Give up 220 on the ground. Yeesh. 170 for Bainbridge. Kelly. Spreading the well way with no TDs though. Ah. One, two, only sacked twice, but the picks hurt. We alright.